Oh boy, we're gonna play Space Marine game.
Yeah, Space Marine.
We're gonna play Space Marine game. We gotta shoot the Xenos. Hurt the heretics. Oh boy.
Great intro. I've got a bolt here.
That would be great if all Space Marines actually talked like that.
Yeah.
It's part of like the
Hatred is my shield.
Yeah.
Hatred is my shield. Faith is my weapon. Gonna purge the Xenos and the heretic. Oh, and I gotta abort that mutant. Definitely gotta abort it.
But yeah, Space Marine 2 is on its way out soon, so why not revisit Space Marine 1?
Yeah. And I've never finished the game.
Yeah.
I apparently got about halfway through.
Yeah.
And then my computer took a shit. So we'll see if my computer takes a
Yes.
shit playing this yet again.
That is in the deck.
Yes.
The shit card is in the deck.
Chaos might invade my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos might ensue.
Just
Exterminatus? Not yet.
yeah.
Not
quite. Deploy capital weapon. Liberation fleet. Oh, too much time. It's just unacceptable. Well, we can't lose the place, so okay. Well, how are we gonna do that?
Adeptus 30 Ultra. Isn't that a mega company? Like the Ultra Marines. So this is a prequel to Bolt Gun, is what we're playing.
Yeah, technically. I didn't even... Yeah, we only saw that last week.
Yeah.
I was just like, holy crap, I had no idea. I didn't know there was plans to make, like, the cinematic universe of Space Marine.
Better these people handle it that have thus far handled it
Yeah.
than Games Workshop themselves.
Yes.
Uh...
So yeah, because now we got this, we got Bolt Gun, and then we'll have Space Marine 2. So yes, there's now a 3-game in the same universe.
So we barely talked about it, but I am super fucking hyped for one key factor of Space Marine 2.
Yeah, it just got announced.
3-player co-op.
Yeah, because we're in the not E3 of the year.
Yeah.
That showed it off. Yeah, I was going to talk about that.
3-player co-op sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I get to be a black man.
If that's the one you want to play, sure.
It's the most correct. I have the deepest voice.
But yeah, as soon as I saw that, I'm like, well, hopefully me, you, and Andrew are going to be playing that. And Andrew's not stupid and buys it for PlayStation 5 or whatever.
Right.
Which is probably a thing looming over us whenever we try to co-op a game.
When we were talking about it on Wednesday, Bob was like, so what? Like, we're just not going to have JR play? And I'm like, I'm fine with that. The fuck? Like, we just had gotten... it might have been after Thursday. I might have jumped on like Thursday and talked about it. Neither you nor JR was there. But yeah, it was after Wednesday, and because of him charging into that one goddamn room and got us all fucking killed when we all had a vantage point, and he just fucking Leroy Jenkins all the fucking time. I have military experience. I know what I'm doing. No, you don't at all.
Yeah, being a grunt does not give you tactical knowledge.
At all.
Yeah, and he doesn't seem to realize that. In fact, more often than not, you don't give the grunts tactical knowledge intentionally so.
Because you don't want them to fuck it up.
Yep.
You give the people just enough information to do their job.
Yes. But it's not enough. Don't give them enough information to fuck up. Don't give them any information that if they were to be captured, it could be sensitive information to be given up. Like there's multiple reasons why you don't tell the grunts exactly what you're doing. Killing Green Baby game.
Oh, I fucking love killing grass.
I love Goblin Slayer.
Take my knife. I'm going to cut you a new vagina. It's tea friendly, if you know what I mean.
Oh, gee.
Starting off strong, right?
I know.
Starting off strong.
So yeah, since we already talked a bit about E3, I'll go into some of the things that I wrote down. Because yeah, I didn't watch really any E3 presentation. Just kind of
You mean the fake E3, not the current, or like actual E3?
Yeah, the usual presentation things. I didn't watch.
But it's not E3. It's
No, but well,
because E3 is dead. Yeah,
yes, E3's dead, but it still is
Yeah.
E3 season. Because
Yes.
Summer Games Fest went on, which was also present last year.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, I didn't watch any of them completely. Just kind of saw little
Thought I hit the
notes.
button to reload.
So did you see the Prince of Persia game?
No, I did not see the Prince of Persia game. I was watching quite a bit of it. The best part of any of it, as always, Devolver Digital.
Most entertaining.
Yes.
Yes,
I don't care about any of the games that they released.
The Wizard with a Gun was the only one that kind of
I
looked
don't.
okay.
I've seen that one for 3 years now, or 2 years now.
Okay.
I don't give a shit.
It looks like more combat-oriented Don't Starve Together.
Fair.
Like, that wouldn't be a bad game.
It wouldn't be a bad game. I just don't
Yeah.
care about
But
it.
it's amongst
There's no
their...
hype. But I'm an anti-hype boy, so.
Yes. Is that Gorguts? I think that's the orc's name. Can't remember if I remember.
Gorguts is, I thought, a more famous one than that.
Don't remember. Because or am I thinking of the Dawn of War boss?
You might be thinking of that one because I know that name.
Yeah.
And that's either like strictly lore, or
Not Gaskell. Gaskell's the big one.
yeah, Gazgul's the Yarrick one.
Yeah.
That also was killed by someone else, which is freaking stupid because it should have been Yarrick
Yeah.
versus him.
Yeah, and Yarrick dies.
Yeah, well, potentially.
Yes.
They don't know.
But if Yarrick was going to die, she should have died by the hands of Gaskell.
Yes, very much that.
Yeah. It only makes sense.
And also, the person that fucking killed him is one of the like Mary Sues of
For orcs.
for not Gazgul dying.
Gaskell's not dead.
He was killed recently.
No.
Yes.
No.
No?
He was absolutely not killed.
Are you sure? Because I thought that there was something.
He's the Robute Gulaman of orcs. Like, he is the orc.
There was some orc boss
can
that I could have
guarantee you.
sworn was recently killed that was like, what the fuck? That's not supposed to be a thing.
Gazgul, Faraka... Gazgul Faraka's still alive on Reddit.
Yeah, how recent?
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think... Especially...
This was something that I saw within last week.
Yeah, I don't
So,
think...
and it was them bitching about somebody being like, this shouldn't happen because this shouldn't be this character's
Space
thing.
Wolf beat him?
Yeah!
Okay.
Yeah, some
How
bullshit.
did Ragnar beat Gazgul? Sheared off an arm. And this is from Warhammer Community, so like official.
Yeah, because someone was talking about they were bitching about Space Wolves when I was watching it. I'm like, because I fucking hate Space Wolves.
Yeah.
There's some cool parts about Space Wolves, and I agreed with this guy's sentiment of like, dude, Vikings and Space Marines should be the coolest thing ever, and they made them fucking furries. Why? You ruined the cool part.
Yeah, they don't lean enough into Space Viking.
Yeah.
It's just everything.
Oh, they
or Fenris or whatever.
Yeah, they made like some cool drinking stuff. So because they're Vikings and like, but they don't have the like certain guard or something like that.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned
I feel like this is completely derailing what we were
Yeah.
talking about, but it's like, no, fuck you, this
Yeah,
can't
he
be.
he lost. Gazgul
lost,
lost. He
okay.
did not die.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, it said he lost an arm, but look at Gazgul. Like, I'm pretty
Yeah, I
sure
know.
he
He's a raid boss in the.
But my
Tacticus game
point
I
being,
played.
I don't think it matters if he loses an arm. I think he's lost an arm multiple times.
No, but what I was saying is like the other raid bosses are like the dynasty leaders of Necrons or the like Tyrannid bosses or what's the last one? Mortarion
Yeah.
is one of the raid bosses. Like,
Yeah.
he's on that level. I get it. I might not know that much, but I know enough to go. Yeah, no, that's not going to be a general thing.
But yeah, so yeah, going back to the E3 stuff. Yeah, Prince
Yeah.
of Persia has a Metroidvania, 2D Metroidvania,
Okay.
done in 3D.
Okay.
They're doing it. It's kind of a side story. It's a group of.
I feel like I took a secret that didn't get me goddamn anything.
Yeah, that's this game. I don't think there's really much collectibles in this game.
There's audio logs.
Okay.
They're servo skulls.
Yes, but yeah, it's a group of people. Like the prince has disappeared, and this group of people have to find him, and you play one of the people in the group. So it's a completely different character from the prince.
Get
But
back.
it's in the Prince.
Get back.
But it's in the Prince of Persia universe, and like me looking at it, I was like, it looks pretty good. Like, it doesn't look bad, but like everyone like on the comments for it was like, God, being a Prince of Persia fan suffering and stuff like that. I'm like
Why?
overreact. Like, I get it. It's not another Prince of Persia. It's not the same game again. You know, they're
Like I'm usually on board with just getting more of the things that I like from a series,
yeah,
unless it's Final Fantasy VII.
which we will get onto that.
Oh yeah, the thing is that I saw it, and then I
yeah.
heard all the friends in the fan group
Yes.
were like, "Hate the character, hate the cat," and I'm
Yeah,
like,
I knew
I
this
need new
exactly
friends.
was going to play out. So, but yeah, it's really colorful. It has a good style to it. The only thing in the trailer that sucked was that they, of course, had to put like shitty rap music over the whole thing because Ubisoft doesn't understand like hype correctly. Ubisoft has always been cringe and will forever be cringe, even without E3 there.
yeah,
cringy
it's called being French.
I know. They're just very much out of touch with gamer culture, I guess. But
I still feel like being racist against the French is just allowed.
oh yeah, they're white.
Oh, fair.
Yeah. So you're allowed to be all racist to them all you want.
Sweet.
And everyone knows. It doesn't matter what race you are. We all agree that they smell bad.
Well, they call their perfume the smell of toilet. Sorry, the water of toilet. The water of the bathroom, everybody. How do you like that? And also, they believe in putting that on to just mask their scent, not cleaning themselves.
Yeah. Yes.
Ah. Oh, hold on. I need to play this like a cover-based shooter.
A little bit. Yeah. When you can't run up and punch a guy in the face, then yes, you do have to use the cover.
We just gotta wait for the shield to recharge.
But yeah, Prince of Persia, Space Marine 2 with the 3-player co-op. Yay. Yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth got shown off. I only noted down the things that were different. One, story-wise, Yuffie's forced into the group. It is not an optional thing anymore. I figured that was going to be the case.
Yeah, but they already had extra story with her
Yes,
in the
exactly.
DLC for the first game, essentially.
Yeah, but they do. I mean, I can't.
This game is great for talking and playing.
Oh yeah, it's a super mindless game.
I'm not gonna do well at it.
No, but you don't have to.
Yeah.
Because you're playing on normal. and it's not fun playing on hard. Trust me. But yeah, they force her into the group because she's running from Sephiroth, or rather Genova as Sephiroth. So just one of those things of like, okay, Sephiroth's always...
Sephiroth wasn't the real big
Yeah, he
bad.
wasn't the real big bad. Like,
He became it because he's a emo boy. The entire point of Final Fantasy VII is emo.
yeah.
And we're no longer emo children, so we can't have good Final Fantasy VII anymore. Leandros. Look how much blood
You're
is
making a
on
mess of things, Captain. You just get credit. Oh, no, okay, auto clean. Your shield turned on the window wiper.
Ah,
Yeah,
I don't believe in the codex.
While looking up modding stuff for this game, a lot of people are like, so is there like an HD texture mod for this game? People are like, why? Like, if you play it, yeah, you really notice the textures are really bad.
Oh, what's great is in the opening scene, his tabard stuff is the worst little bit of texture
Yeah.
on cloth that is free moving. The texture has the thing that you would have in a model to show that it's flowing. Mm-hmm. But it's a free flowing cloth. You don't need to have that.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, people would complain. I don't. I love this
Oh,
stupid
sure.
shit.
If there was an HD texture mod, great. But yeah, the only mod that people found was one that could force the game into 4K resolution.
No,
but that
I'm
doesn't
about that.
doesn't make the textures better.
Yeah.
But
Can't I run? Oh, it's gonna make me force walk. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, getting back to fun. So Yuffie's forced into the group. There are now team attacks like Chrono Trigger, where two characters attack as a pair. But I'm just like, okay, like, did that have to be there? Like, yeah, it's probably nice to have. I'm not gonna sit there and say, don't put things like that in, but because they show
the game sucked, so it doesn't really matter what they do to it.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Like they show Cloud dashes up, knocks the dude in the air, and then Barrett just like nails him while he's like being flown in the air. Aerith does like a little magic swirl that stuns enemies, and then Tifa runs through and like.
Can't wait for her to die.
And speaking of death, that's one of the things they hint at with the story.
They're going. I already knew they were going to do this. We talked about. No.
You know, because again, that's an obvious twist. They got to go for a stupid twist that doesn't matter, but it's a twist, therefore it feels interesting. Sephiroth implies Tifa died at Nibelheim, and asked Cloud, "Who do you think you're traveling with?" And that's the end part of the trailer. Like, oh ho ho, we hooked ya. That's we got the foot shook in your throat, dragging you out. Come on, you're gonna buy this game, aren't you? And just, God, fuck it. Like, if you're gonna change it, go whole hog. Don't do these half-ass changes. Yeah, it's just so annoying.
I'm never gonna play it at this point.
Yes, we're not playing it. No, the first one
was so
bad that
and we didn't get even good anything out of it. Like,
no,
we played some games that that was awful. I will now talk about it in an enjoyable way because it was so funny bad.
The only thing positive we could unanimously agree with was that it was pretty looking and that the music was good. The surface level things, and they did not bastardize the characters.
The characters were the characters,
yes,
to most of the degree.
Yes,
they kind of took There's a problem with the Final Fantasy VII story to where it's like, when did Cloud come to town and then start helping them and act like a soldier? Tifa finding him and like doing all that, it's like, that's not quite right because he's supposed to be brain dead, but he's supposed to kind of snap out of that and then like takes on the stuff himself.
When did he take on? When did he take on Zack's persona?
And they kind of just like throw that into the remake.
Yeah.
Into it like, oh no, she finds him and then like this is like one of the first jobs that he's helping with. Like, no.
Yeah.
He can't. He's just suddenly back. Like, no. That was a gray part, and you didn't.
By extrapolating on it, you
made it worse.
You made it worse, yes. By leaving it vague, we could infer what happened.
Okay, I want to remember this guy's name. Because I was...
Yeah,
it is just Sergeant, god damn it!
No, he has a name. Everyone has a name. Because, it's Titus Leandros. I think it's Leandros.
It is Leandros. Okay. Yes, his name has been said already today.
Yeah, I didn't catch it.
And I repeated it, because I'm like, damn it, Leandros!
Yeah. Yes, but I never remember his name.
Certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay.
We're so big. I have such big guns.
Just look it up.
You could, but it's.
I'm just. Well, if it leaves cutscene without them saying it, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
I'll real quick.
What weapon do you give me next? Yes, chainsword is better than combat knife. I don't understand if that actually does. Does it just change your attacks, or does it do more damage? Changing the combat knife for the chainsword.
I think the chainsword does more damage.
Hey guys. Although it makes the fucking kill moves take too long, so you can die during those. Come here, bitch.
Sidonus.
Sidonus, okay.
Um,
He's on our side.
Yep. And he's on us. Because he loves giving those big old bear hugs. Anyways, yes.
He is a delightful baby.
So yes, Final Fantasy VII Remake, trash. We knew it's trash, and it looks like it's going even more trash. Hooray.
Yay!
No regret.
Shit we already knew.
No regrets.
No regrets. Not even a little one.
One that was showed off that I wasn't expecting to see anything about, and I'm happy to, because it means we're going to revisit it. World of Horror. Final release
What?
date.
I did not know that.
October 19th. It goes gold. It's out of early access.
Wow.
So we got a Halloween game to play to revisit.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for that one.
I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, World of Horror is a fun little game. I just wish they were a bit either more open with development or just threw out the mod tools to let people make the content, because it's built for just people making scenarios for it, and who cares. But yeah, that was it. Let me see.
Okay, so that was just for more ammo? Okay.
And that's really the only E3 news that I took note of that was like, okay, this is something we would be interested in. Everything else is just background noise.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked about this several times where I just generally don't care about a lot of things that are going on right now.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck! I forgot that they had those.
Had what?
Squigs?
Oh, the squig bombs.
Squig bombs, yeah. Are they squigs or squibs?
Squigs.
Squigs, okay. Oh, because it's like pigs.
Yes.
Oh, pigs.
I'll do a quick check for video game news of anything that might be.
I have some random fucking news that came up this last week that I don't think you were online for. So,
Okay.
I am going to be an executive producer on a movie.
What?
My friend has friends that are making movies, and they were looking for funding, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. You showing me some of the stuff because they're in the middle of filming. It's a Weekend Warrior project, which I'm like, okay, that sounds cool. Like, you guys need more funding? He's like, yeah, we're always looking for more funding.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what would you be willing to throw? I'm like, I have spare money right now. That my other fucking investments have not come to fruition yet, so might as fucking well.
Yeah.
I'm sending over the contract today, and I'm going to be an executive producer on a B horror movie about Cthulhu and DJs.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. I'm like, it sounds dumb.
Yeah.
I can't wait. And I've seen some of the stuff. They have a real makeup artist and stuff. It's not.
Yeah, it's not a complete
It's
three guys in a fucking garage putting together a movie. They've got some
it's
production.
40-year-olds doing it, not 20-year-olds.
Yes.
It's people that some of them went to school for this or have been doing this in their spare time and or working in the industry and well, why don't we just make our own little canned film and
why don't we get away from the cancer?
a little bit of that, it sounds like, because they want to make dipshit stuff, which
they want
I'm all about.
Yeah, they want to make schlock.
Which there needs to be more schlock in this universe.
Schlock is great.
I don't need to do this, but I like to do this.
So cool, and also that is us announcing financial tied to that product, so therefore nobody can accuse us of shilling. We're disclosing.
Oh yeah. If I was ever to bring it up again, it's I am very much involved in this now.
Yeah.
It makes 10-year-old Ryan, 20-year-old Ryan very happy
to say
that I'm going to be a fucking executive producer on something.
But okay, so as far as I can see, let's see, a Monkey Island expansion for Sea of Thieves was announced.
That's
kind of
cool.
fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Frostpunk 2 got announced. I like Frostpunk 1 quite a bit, so I wouldn't be against it. Path of Exile 2, teaser trailer. I mean, sure, why not? When Diablo 4 just came out, you can kind of like...
That is one thing that I like. As soon as it's out, I'm like, that could be good because Path of Exile 1 was fine.
Yeah.
I just didn't care for it because of the community, and some of that community is my friends.
Yes. That fucking Pokemon with Guns game actually got into one of the
I know.
I'm like, yes! It's getting more popular! Hooray! The stupid game.
I was, because I glanced over at my second monitor while I was working. I saw people going like, is this not a lawsuit waiting to happen? I'm like, the lawsuit's already over. This is just a thing because it's no longer Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see.
It's 100% Pokemon.
Oh, yeah. It's totally like great value Pokemon.
Yes. But it has
American,
guns,
yeah.
so it's the like off-brand toys.
Yeah.
To where it's just a like, wait, Spider-Man shouldn't have a gun. That's not Spider-Man. That's Spooderman.
Yeah, but is it? Yeah, it's Amazing Rope Hero, as
Yes.
several phone games call them. But it's one of those things like they're in kind of a safe spot because Pokemon wants to sue them or whatever. Like you're using your copyright on your character is like, oh, your character's associated with gunfire. Well, no. Oh, then I guess you don't have a lawsuit. So you either have to claim Pokemon with Guns is officially Pokemon, or go, yeah, we're not the Pokemon with Guns guys.
Yeah.
That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as
Pokemon if made by Americans.
Yeah. There's that Prince of Persia game I was talking about. Like, it's got like a style to it. It's got it's lots of color, but yeah, side scroller.
It's a old school Prince of Persia game.
Yeah.
With interesting combat.
Yeah.
There have been a lot of Prince of Persia games like that.
Yeah.
Does nobody own a DS?
I know, but it's just one of those things of like, oh, because it's not the Sands of Time, it's not being true to the series, and it's just like, no, it's all set in like Egypt, Middle Eastern type of stuff. It's like, it's got the settings right, it's got a good like visual style. Like, I would be willing to try it at this point. Like, I'll keep an open eye on it.
I have no idea if I'm going the right way. I might be going backwards. Not paying attention to the game.
Yes.
They're talking. Okay, there you go. I was looking wrong. Whoa. Sure.
Cryptid, yeah, Frostpunk 2, already saw that. Yeah, Lisa's getting a definitive edition.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't care.
Nah, we already played it.
We already played it, and I might want to play it again eventually, but there's just so much out there that, like, I feel like I got enough out of it.
Yeah.
It was very good.
The sequels, the unofficial sequels or whatever, I wouldn't be against going into.
Yeah.
But even then, still no, like, rush. Yeah, that's really... Because everything else is all like, oh, a DLC was announced for this game. Or just, you know, oh, here's a hands-on with the RoboCop game. Yeah.
The only person I know that's excited about that is Andrew.
Yeah, because it's RoboCop. Because the name says RoboCop.
Apparently, it's the original. The original actor is the voice actor.
Yeah, I heard they have a lot of the original stuff from the first movie kind of stuff. Like, not that they're not. They're trying.
They're trying,
but
and it's going to be set in between the first movie and the second movie.
Yeah,
it's like they're.
Yeah,
is I'm a naysayer on most things.
Yes.
This one doesn't seem that bad. Let me pick him up, please. Thank you. I would like to eat a soul. The ginger. I'm allowed to say that.
Yeah, there was the what's his face? Toxic Avenger game got announced.
Okay.
Meh.
Well, the thing is, it's like, oh wow, people still know what that is.
Yes.
More than anything else.
But they showed up. It's an open world, like. It's called like Toxic Commando, where it's like now the world's filled with these mutants and stuff like that, and you play Toxic Avenger fighting them. Yeah, it's one of those things like, oh, so it's kind of it's a skin of nostalgia slapped on a generic game. Let's see. Yeah, that was pretty much it as far as like big announcements. So I think we're supposed to get Sony and Nintendo at some point soon, but who knows?
Oh. I don't know. The reason I'm saying so. Oh,
Yeah, it was the game.
Threw the grenade, and then, because there was a lot of fucking orcs, looked like I got a good angle on it. They bombed the area. So it was like, oh, I was supposed to, like, cinematically run into that.
Yeah.
Not be tactically smart.
Something that wasn't E3 but was recently shown off. The last update for Monster Hunter Rise
Give me.
came in. The one that was the bonus update. After they're like, yeah, we got everything done, but you guys, like, this game sold way more than we thought, so here's a bonus update as well. And it was Super Malzeno, so now, like, so cool. But then, and they did their normal, like, YouTube premiere video.
Yeah.
And they just opened the video with, like, hey, here's Super Malzeno. Oh, it's cool. Look at that. Ha, here's the armor set. Well, we still have the rest of the video, so we're just going to let the devs talk. Like, they just brought in, like, the directors and stuff like that, and they just talk to each other about, like, so, how
fuck you making me drop that.
Yeah. How was your experience, working on this? What was the biggest... and so, there was, like, a good 10 to 20 minutes of the devs just, like, talking about developing Rise, then developing Sunbreak, and just giving their opinions on things. And, like, okay, that's entertaining, just to kind of, like, see that.
That's fun.
And then they ended it with, stats. Just like, hey, did you ever wonder, like, what's the most popular weapon? What's the most, like...
Yeah, sure.
We're just going to show you all the stats.
Here's our analytics.
Yes. And I'm going to run it by you and have you try to guess, because I wrote down some of the stats on things. So, starting off, Palicos versus Palamutes. What do you think the ratio is that people use them?
Palicos... Okay, because you get 2, that's hard.
Yes.
I don't think it's 50-50.
No, it is not 50-50. There is definitely a preference.
I'm surprisingly going to say that it's Palicos over Palamutes, despite the fact that Palamutes give you the advantage of being able to ride them.
Mm-hmm. What's your
and
ratio?
I would go with a 80-20 or... Nah, I'd go 75-25.
Okay, you're pretty close, but the opposite path.
Oh, really?
67% Palamutes, 33 Palicos.
Oh.
I was like, why? But then I thought about it.
It
Palamutes are the generic option. They're good in almost all scenarios, but the Palicos excel at specific things.
Yeah, I use double Palicos,
yes.
And it's because, like, I bring a thief one to make sure I get extra...
Maximum parts or something.
Maximum parts.
Yeah.
And then I bring sometimes a trap one, sometimes a...
Yes. And it's the same thing. I would pretty much always bring double trap Palicos just to super disable the monster. And it was super useful. But then what happens when you fight a monster that can't be disabled? Those guys don't do anything. Which is why some people... That's why I'm assuming the majority of people are still...
third-person shooters on a controller.
the twitchy sniper. And so that's why I assume most people went with the dogs, because the dogs are just always doing
They're good enough,
damage.
yeah.
So, and then and then they just gave like weird fun stats, such as Malzeno's theme song has played long. If you played Malzeno's theme song for as much as the entire the player base has listened to it, that song would play 180,000 days.
Jesus Christ!
They put it in dumb context like that. And then we've got top 3 monsters hunted in base game Rise.
I want to say Kezu just to be a dipshit because I don't think it's Kezu.
No, Kezu, absolutely not. So who's number 3 most hunted?
Do we have a list of monsters at all? Like, I'm trying to think.
Yeah, it's been You probably would be able to name all 3 of these. You'd be very familiar with their names.
What? In the base of Rise.
Yes, because
That
they also
one-
did Sunbreak. We'll get to
Yeah,
that.
okay, yeah. In Sunbreak, I would assume that it would be, the... No, Oh, but people have to get to the final boss, so it feels like it's gonna be wrong. I feel like the final boss would be one of them, or at least the first form of it. Nara, whatever.
Okay, so we got Tetranodon, the turtle.
The stupid turtle thing?
Yes.
Yeah, no. I hope not.
Acnosum, the bird, flame bird.
Maybe, but I
Baggy.
doubt it.
Or
No.
Great Baggy.
No.
Great Azuchi, Great Roggy.
No.
Kulu Yaku.
Maybe because he's in every other
Yes.
fucking mission.
Pookie Pookie. Anjanath. Veros. Azuros. Bishaten.
oh my god.
Gosarog.
It might be a fucking just Rathalos type deal.
Lagombi. Rajang. Volvidon. Zenogre. Tobi Kadachi. Magnamalo. Barioth.
Okay,
Asarios.
Magnamalo's one of the 3. Zenogre might be one of the 3.
Betelgeuse, Diablos, Kezu, Nargacuga, Rathalos, Rathian, Tigrix.
See, I'm going with like what I would want to hunt because of like
Yes.
different armor sets and stuff.
Almadron, Mitsusune, Royal Ludroth,
fuck Mitsusune.
Somaconth, let's see, Rachna Kadachi, or Kadaki, the spider,
Once we get through these
Chameleos, Kushladora, Teostra, Thunder Serpent Narwa, Allmother, Crimson Glow Valstrix,
Okay,
and Wind Serpent Ibushi.
I have 2 different like ways of thinking about this.
Yes.
My first way is what would I hunt to get the armor that I
Which
want?
armor you want? Yeah.
The second is what are you gonna fucking repeat and why would you
Yes.
repeat it?
What mission's gonna show up the most?
The Rachna is one of the easiest fucking monsters to kill.
The spider.
The spider is really
Yeah.
fucking easy to kill. So if you're going after points and stuff,
Mm-hmm.
you can run through that in under like 10 minutes. So I could see that one being in the top 3 just for that. Allmother, or
Yeah.
I want to combine those 3 because they're
Narwhal.
just
Narwhal, the Allmother,
yeah,
or
Narwhal
Ibushi, the Wind Spirit.
and yeah, I feel like they would be together, but I would go with Narwa because Narwa is 1st, and you would probably fight it more
Yeah.
because it's
You are overthinking this way too much.
Rathalos.
No, not in the top 3.
What? No Diablos?
No, not in the top 3.
Fuck, these are the ones that I'd want to hunt because of like points and shit.
See, again, you're thinking technically. You're thinking points.
I'm thinking smart.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
You're
I am so smart.
You want me to just give it to you?
At this point, kind
Number
of.
3, Rathian. Number 2, Nargacuga. Number 1, Magnamalo.
Magnamalo makes sense.
Yes.
Yeah, Magnamalo absolutely makes sense.
And
Rathian makes sense because people love that fucking skin.
Yep.
And I fucking think they're dumb.
Yeah, I like it.
You're dumb.
I did not hunt it because I liked it. I hunted because I
Because
wanted
the
to.
skills were good on it.
Yeah, I wanted. Well, I wanted the heavy bowgun more than anything.
Mm.
I think I made the armor just because I had enough parts.
Oh, yeah, because it's like a poison set. Or a poison thing for a lot of weapons.
Yeah.
And a decent poison with that. Dude, really? Magnamalo makes the most sense out of
Yes.
those 3 to me. What was the second one? I already forgot it.
It was Nargacuga. Everyone wants that crit set.
That crit set, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I should have totally thought about that.
Yeah.
So I was underthinking that part.
Yes. No, you were still overthinking like points. Mission structure. It's like, no,
because
I
you-
want the crit set because I want a crit.
Because
that's the
well,
thought
because you need to
process.
hunt it so many times. What would be like? Because the end game is not, oh, I need the new set. It's like, yeah, you fight it 4 times, you got the set. Not, I need to get 30,000 points to get to the next level to get stuff.
Right.
Am I supposed to jump over?
Jump up, yeah. Makes me scared. And then, okay, so for Sunbreak, we have the list of Malzeno, Lunagron, Garen Golem, Sergios.
And this is specific to...
This is specific to Sunbreak as the expansion. The 3 top hunted for that.
Okay.
Astalos, Shogun Centaur, Blood Orange Bishatin,
I love the Shogun.
Magma Almudron, Aurora Somacanth, Espinos, Damio Hermitar, Hierarachna Kadachi, Gormagala, Shaggy Magagi, Gazmagorn, Furious Rajang, Scorned Magnamalo, Lucent Nargacuga, Seething Beelzebub, Gold Rathian, Silver Rathalos, Flaming Espinos, Violet Mitsune, Chaotic Gormagala, Risen Chameleos, Risen Kushladora, Risen Teostra, Velcana, and Risen Crimson Glow Valstrix.
Valstrix is one of the 3.
Like this one, I did not foresee one of them on the top 3.
Gold Rathian?
Okay.
And, Lost takes too long, so I doubt people really cared about that one.
Oh, Malzeno.
Malzeno, yeah.
Or Gazmagorn.
Gazmagorn. More so Gazmagorn.
Yeah, yes.
Malzeno, maybe.
Maybe.
But, like, nah. I hate that I dropped this at some point. This is the most fun you have.
Yeah.
Game right here. Fucking, who's firing at me? Now you're not.
Now you're paced. Aw.
Aw. It didn't let me do it because I was too low to the ground. Not that it mattered that much.
But yeah, so for Sunbreak.
Yeah, I got one more, and
yes.
I need to. Hey, bitches.
Yeah. Honestly, 2 of these I wouldn't have
understand.
But no, one. I understand one. The other one I don't understand. It's probably, I haven't looked at the armor set and saw that the stats were good or something.
But so what did I go with? Valstrix and Gold Rathian.
Yes.
Which the Rathian is I think less likely than the Valstrix.
Well, it came in later. That was.
And also it's more difficult.
Yes.
I have to assume that people suck. Because that's who I am as a person.
One of them was a DLC edition. I will tell you that much.
Okay.
The other 2 were base game.
It was
the base to Sunbreak.
Right. Was the big one? Ooh. Yes, I need to regain some health, but I keep tapping the button and then not letting it. There we go. Oh, I should have killed you? Oh, bitch. Oh, bitch.
Run away!
Thank you, bitch. Yeah, just tell me at this point.
Yeah.
I don't think that either. I still think the Valstrix could be correct.
It is not. Neither is Gold Rathian.
That's fair. That one I perfectly understand.
Yeah. Nope. It's number 1 that I don't understand. Number 3, Seething Beelzebub.
Okay, yeah, it had some. If I remember it had some decent stuff for Lancers.
Number 2, Lunagron, the werewolf.
Okay, fair. Yeah, it looked cool.
But number 1's the weird one. Damio Hermitar.
It has one of the best greatswords in not that game. Mm-hmm. In earlier editions, it had one of the fucking best ones.
I don't know why that one...
There were a lot of missions that where you had to fight him.
I don't think it's purely... Because, again, what you had to do versus what you chose to do. And think about us. We chose a lot more missions than what we had to do.
Yes.
So this is definitely, like... Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's some weapon for one of the things that we don't use that's really great and everyone else uses it. But yeah, Damio Hermtar was the #1 hunted monster in Sunbreak.
Like, are these worldwide stats or
Yep.
American stats?
Wait, worldwide.
Because if they were American stats, then it's a bunch of people like, I want to be a football player.
Then they moved on to weapons. They gave percentages of each weapon being used, as well as what is the most popular weapon for each one. I will not entirely quiz you on everything.
Yeah, I'm guessing top 3 not swags. What's the one that Andrew uses?
The
Charge Blade.
Charge Blade.
I'm
So what are the 3 most popular weapon types? We'll
Charge Blade, Great Sword, and Hunting Horn.
Wrong on all.
Cool.
Number 1. Well, we'll start. Number 3, light bow gun.
Oh my God, is it all fucking range?
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
bow wouldn't be in there.
Yeah,
No one plays bow.
Yeah, no one plays bow. Bob.
Bow was my 3rd favorite. But only because I was trying to build my crit draw / bow, because it basically is, you play it like a greatsword.
And see, the weapon choices, to me, it almost comes across purely rule of cool. So light bowgun's there for utility. That isn't rule of cool. But number 2, dual blades. And can you guess what number 1 is now?
Is it really Swax?
No.
Oh, cool. Swax is the best.
No, it's not, because it requires thinking. It's longsword, you idiot.
Oh. Honestly, not gonna lie, I forgot that longsword was a thing.
Yep. Well,
it's the fucking beginner weapon.
Yes.
And I played before longsword was a
you're
thing.
gonna be a cool samurai.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
And
pure
there's so
rule
many
cool.
extra stupid iframes that you shouldn't get.
Yep.
Because you were just going to be invincible for
And
a quarter of the fucking time. Same thing with dual blades.
Yeah. Yep. And like by a significant so light bow gun was used by 11.5% of the audience. Dual blades 13.1%. Longsword 21.8%. Like huge jump. So like
Noobs.
yeah, a fifth of all people were using the longsword.
Fucking noobs. Am I not allowed to pick up the thing right now?
So yeah, we'll go down the list. So greatsword users was only 6.8% of the audience.
I thought that was gonna be number 4. Like, that one makes sense to me.
Which
Come on, game.
The Azure Blaze greatsword was the most popular greatsword. Longsword, yeah, is number 1 with the Wyvern Blade
Don't
Luna.
tell me that because you're being a retard. Because you're doing a shuffle that you're a
Yes.
TikToker.
Yeah, there you go. Synonymous. Good call. It won't trigger.
It won't trigger because he was stuck.
Okay.
Because they're gonna have to talk about it.
Yeah. You gotta get talkies.
Man, why are you so dumb, Leandros?
Look here, Captain.
Yeah, see? Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'm really disappointed I wasn't able to mod the game, so it's gonna make him cross-eyed. Like I was gonna do
Wait,
nothing
he's not?
I was gonna do nothing but shit like texture reworks. I was gonna make Leandros cross-eyed. I was gonna like paint every orc skin I could find with a clown face, and just make everything stupid. Very low effort. Like Titus would probably be the only one I'd spend any time on, since you have to look at him all the time. But yeah, getting back to the things. Let's see. Yeah, greatsword, longsword, sword and shield 4.6%.
That's cool.
Dual blades 13%. Lance only 3%.
That makes me feel great.
Yeah.
Considering I am a primary lance user.
Gun lance 3.2%. 0.2% more people said that one shoots. I like that one more.
You know what? Yeah, Tony is a person.
Yes. The hammer 3.7%. Hunting horn only 3.6 for as much hype as people were giving hunting.
People were
horn.
talking about how good it was.
Yep. And only 3.6% of the people were using it. Switch X 6.1. Charge Blade 5.7. Insect Blade 4.2, which I believe not the lowest. Yeah, Lance is the lowest.
Hell yeah, I am special.
Yeah, light bowgun
I am
11.5.
Snowflake. Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Heavy bowgun
I am a
5.7.
snowflake.
And surprisingly, bow 7.1 was more popular than the heavy bowgun. For again, seeing people like all heavy bowgun like team watch us melt down this super hard fight in like less than 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, there was hype around heavy bowgun as well for how much damage you could technically do with it.
I mean, it was the pro player move of that plus one light bowgun, and you can melt guys in earlier games.
But that's the pro players.
That's the pro players,
Yeah.
not the generic. Longsword being number one makes the most sense
Makes the
because
most sense.
it's the baby boo
It's
boo
the
game.
easiest weapon to use.
I'm so smart. I use longsword. Oh, look! I tricked you. I didn't know my weapon could do that because I don't know that I can inconvenience other people.
Yep. As a
I
longsword
love
user,
to talk.
Yep. Out of all of that, for how much people were hyping the hunting horn, I'm surprised it's only 3.6%.
Oh, cool! It kept track of my old audio logs.
I'm surprised to see.
That one I
Cloud
actually
Save.
missed it, I guess.
Okay.
Well, no, yeah, the fact that my computer being reformatted, it kept my
Yeah.
save from before. But the fact that I restarted the campaign, it kept track of
Oh, right.
the old ones.
And they gave a lot more stats, but it was a lot of like dumb things, like which assist character did you bring in the most?
No, none.
Yeah, exactly, stuff like that.
Wait, there was his characters.
Well, they didn't even mention like what was the most hunted Rampage monster because they just forgot Rampage was even a game mode.
That honestly, that annoyed me the most.
Yes.
Well, no, actually, the thing that annoyed me the most was no set piece monsters.
But that's the thing that could have been the set piece with
Yes,
the Rampage.
very much that.
You had the environment to make a set piece.
I honestly can barely see.
Yeah.
It's a,
But and then the last state they showed how many times was the victory music played in the game, as in how many times people completed a hunt. 3.2 billion times.
oh, fuck you! I was,
Squig to the face.
yeah, well, to the butt.
Yeah.
I got a squig butt plug,
But,
and I'm on part one.
but yeah. So that was a nice little send off to Sunbreak and Rise, of just like, hey, everyone had fun. Then they showed a whole bunch of like crap of like, here's all the screenshots you guys shared on social media of you and your hunting parties. Let's just do a big collage. Like,
That's cool.
yeah. Again, Capcom has been good lately, and for them to just make complete bonus DLC, like, hey, that Malzeno, let's make a stupid version of him. Okay, bye. Just like, all right, cool, thanks. You didn't have to, but thanks
I'll
anyway.
play this like a Scout Marine. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Moving back and forth is actually easier to aim than the.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Wait,
believe
you
me,
did
I was in multiplayer using this gun a whole lot. It's either this or heavy bolter. No, plasma cannon.
Yeah, plasma cannon.
Heavy bolter's fun, but it doesn't kill fast enough. Plasma cannon, if you just land a good shot, you can take someone out in one hit.
I didn't know you were a Dark Angels fan.
I know. I feel dirty.
Yeah.
But
You have a Dark Seeker you want to tell me?
me?
You Pride Month enjoyer?
Yep.
Woo!
Let's
Good
see.
for you guys.
Other video game news.
Just real quick, because
Oh, yeah.
we're on it. I had to pick up new black, because my black was just water. I don't know what happened to it, and none of my other paints are like that. So I don't know if I just left it slightly open, and it... I don't know why.
Yeah.
Nope. Bad. Bad bitch. So I was picking up black and right up the gym, and that's where the Games Workshop store is.
Right.
So I bought the black from there, the Abaddon black or whatever. Oh, what are you working on? Thousand Suns. I just have black. Oh, like you guys just came from the gym. I was expecting you to be Iron Hands. No, Iron Hands are lame.
And
Come on, man,
was
like-
the game workshop
Just-
employee?
yeah,
Okay.
he was so excited. And I'm just sitting there being a little dipshit.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Dude's cool.
Yeah.
I don't fault the dude, but I love being me.
Yeah.
So
There was a time we were in checkout, like this was years ago. Can't remember what exactly we got on, but as we're approaching the checkout, I go into this whole little bit of a rant of Eldar gay.
they are.
Yes, and
Checks out.
the guy thinking I'm sitting there trying to be like, "Ooh, you're such a bigot to gay people," and he's like, What you got a problem with about being gay? I'm like, I don't got a problem with being gay. I just have a problem that Eldar are very close to being gay.
Yeah.
And he's like, what do you mean? I'm like, they're fruity. They're fruity as all hell, and they're dainty little fruity
Yeah.
boys. He's like, that's all true.
Yes.
Like, yes, they're gay. And he's like, you don't have to say that, though. I'm like, give me a better word.
Accurate.
Yeah, that's why I said, give me a better word to use.
Yeah, I love their loading shells.
Yeah, they're loading the shells with the cannon. And you have to throw the melted charge on it, so when they shoot it, it explodes.
Now to move the shell into place.
Oh, I gotta push it myself. Oh, because I am big, strong,
Yes.
ultra marine.
But yeah, the other thing, this wasn't E3-esque news, but Final Fantasy 16. I don't know how Square Enix thinks the way they think, but
The people that are hyped about 16 just kind of bug me because, like, I'm glad it's fantasy instead of
it looks more like a Final Fantasy. What we think of.
But it's going to be an action game. It looks like
That was the exact quote. Their quote was, "We want it to be a gateway for people who aren't good at action games." And then
so you want a boring game?
yes, and then they go off
all I heard.
a separate article of like Square Enix is worried about the pre-order numbers for Final Fantasy 16. It's like,
It's almost like 15 kind of soured a lot of people, and then also you just talked about how 15 soured people, and 16 looks to be not a fucking Final Fantasy game. It's almost like you're kind of saying, hey, fuck you fans, we need new people to play our games.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we don't have new people to play our games.
What?
Fans, come
JRPGs
back.
aren't popular and people are getting into it for no reason? Uh-oh.
Oh, wait, the traditional JRPGs are some of the best sellers for indie games?
Mm-hmm.
What? No.
The Square doesn't know what the fuck they're doing. All they have to do is just make a classic Final
Oh,
Fantasy
didn't do that.
and then do it on a fairly low budget for AAA.
Yes.
That's all they have to do.
And I'm sure they could.
Yeah.
I'm sure that they have like a D team
Yes.
that could pull this off better than their
Well, all of the fucking like
bullshit A team is doing.
the remake of Live Alive or whatever. Like a lot of their smaller games are great. They've consistently done good. Even Octopath 2 came out recently, and people were pretty happy with it overall. So like, doing the small scale seems to be effective.
You are a AAA publisher, but a solid A developer.
Yes. You just have to realize JRPGs aren't the big money makers they used to be. They're acting like we're still in the PlayStation 1 era.
Yeah.
Where due to console limitations, having a turn-based system was the only way you could experience cool cinematic action.
Is that not? Yeah, it is. There we
Great
go. One of my
Adventure,
favorite ones.
But for
I
some
love
reason
this
they can't grasp that, oh no, now I can play the newest Devil May Cry and feel like a complete badass while doing all the things that are happening on screen. I don't need a cutscene to play out that shows me being a badass. I can just be the badass.
Eat a dick. Eat a dick. Favorite weapon. I remember just loving
Yes,
this
no,
thing.
this thing was super useful.
Oh, I got stuck! And that
Yeah.
means you run back to your other
You
little
get stunned,
shit.
stumble back. Let's see. And I think that was it as far as video game news. But then I have dumb things that happened in the week. You probably didn't hear about this, but Twitch was changing its terms of service or whatever, like its policy, and it was really stupid. Because, of course,
That checks out.
yeah, as a corporate entity, it's always the case of, so we're making money, but how do we make all the money? And so Twitch said, you know how people stream on our platform and sometimes they'll do like sponsorship deals? That doesn't go through us. Yeah.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
no.
We get no cut of that. Despite the fact that it's on our platform, so we are getting, money of somebody, putting together something and getting funded by a sponsor. Yeah, so they're like, okay, so next month, here's the new thing. You are not allowed to put in any content in your Twitch stream that would be video or audio suggesting buying another product. that Twitch does not put in. And if you can still get a sponsored ad, you can still be sponsored.
So you can't shill.
Yes, you can't. No, you can shill. You are allowed to put on a logo for a company that takes up no less or no more than 3% of the total screen space.
How is Twitch and YouTube dying? How like we're not earning this money. Give us the money. No.
Yeah.
You're just going to drive people away from your platform.
So this was
Are you just stupid?
This was at the beginning of the week, and
That's amazing.
yeah, and immediately everyone's like, "Okay, I guess I'm not streaming to Twitch anymore because Twitch's money payout for me is nothing compared to what I get from sponsorship deals."
Yes, most people only do the sponsorship
Yeah.
deals now.
Yes. Well, good. Well, you can't. No matter what, you can't turn off ads when streaming on Twitch. Like,
Right.
People, because that's how Twitch pays for the service.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine.
Yes.
Understandable.
Yeah, but yeah, so a lot of people are like, yeah, I guess I'm just gonna stop streaming. So immediately Twitch is like, whoa, backpedal. We aren't gonna do that, guys. We aren't gonna do that. Look, we changed our goals. All that stuff's gone now. But then everyone's like, except you put in this extra caveat
Bye,
that
guys.
wasn't there before.
I hit the button.
The caveat, reverse decision after outrage, but snuck in a forced exclusivity deal for all streamers. So if you are streaming on Twitch, you are forbidden from streaming anywhere else now. That's new that they slipped that in.
I think one of the streamers that I used to watch, I think it was Legend of Total War, does not stream on Twitch and has not streamed on Twitch for years now because of stuff like that.
Yes.
To where they are actually like, oh yeah, he was a partner or something.
Yes, yeah.
And then
the partner program.
They removed it because he divided his days between YouTube,
Yes.
where a lot of his fans were, and I mean, I'm already full. Oh, marksman mode.
Oh, so yeah, when you use the Fury, you can do it with a gun.
I never paid attention to that, I think. Wow. Or if I did, I didn't use it enough to care.
People had, because various people have signed on to the partner program at different points, and you keep the contract when you initially sign. So as they keep adding stipulations,
Right.
So a lot of people who are old people have way better deals than the people who are the new ones.
Right.
But this new thing just says, no, everyone. You, not even if you're a partner. Us. If we were to stream somewhere else, they would shut down our channel. They could shut it down.
It's so dumb.
And then on top of that, they put in, if you do break this thing, even though it wasn't in your contract when you signed in at the partner program, you have to pay us now. If by breaking the contract you didn't sign because this wasn't in your contract, you now have to pay Twitch a chunk of money, minimum $25, depending on your audience size. Yeah, it's one of those things of just like, or you could have just been a good streaming site. Like, I don't understand why you choose the stupid route.
So I can do this, then this. And now I'm just...
I didn't read the description.
I'm just supposed to... Oh, there it goes.
Oh, it's when you do the
It's
zoom.
the zoom.
Okay. Oh, is it like bullet time or something?
It's bullet time, it looks like.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. That's fine.
Do you remember it? 'Cause
Not really. But then again, I rarely use the Fury thing. It's panic move for the most part.
yeah, exactly that.
So I never used it as a, like, it's full, whatever, I'll get it back. It's just like, no, if I'm ever about to die, Fury mode. And then, yes, other things. So, I don't know if you remember, like, a couple weeks ago, I mentioned...
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah.
That was a lot of swing.
Yeah. That I thought YouTube subscribed me to a crypto channel. Do you remember that?
It did.
No, it didn't. I was misinformed, and I apologize to YouTube for accusing it. No. Yesterday, I was painting models.
Yeah, somebody had their channel changed to a crypto channel. I remember this.
Did You Know Gaming?
Did You Know Gaming? That's
Yeah.
right.
And that because I was watching, I was like, I need something to watch, and Did You Know Gaming on my recommended did like half an hour of like canceled Half-Life games. Oh, I'll watch that later. And then later on, I'm like, oh, I'll go to my subscriptions. It's not there. Like, what the fuck? And yeah, and apparently this also happened to Linus Tech Tips as well at some point. To where, yeah,
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, to where...
So, like, I like their tech tips and all, but, like,
Yeah.
it's kind of funny that they're the ones that got it.
Yes, considered the tech guys,
Yeah.
yes. But yeah, so Did You Know Gaming got their channel hacked. It got turned into that thing. They hid all the videos, which is why when I went... Because I went to the channel like, what the fuck is this Ripple channel? And there's just nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, they hid or deleted most of their videos. I don't know what. And yeah, they got it back. And so then they put up a video going like, yeah, here's what happened. Don't know why, don't know what happened. We also, this happened to Linus Tech Tips, and they don't know what happened, but we've, bulked up our security.
It's like, I knew you were coming.
But yeah, so I apologize for accusing YouTube of subscribing me to a crypto channel. But then again, you created the environment where that's a reputation that seems likely that you would do it, so...
Yeah, a little bit of that.
Yeah, so it's not purely me hating you. But also, speaking of that, Did You Know Gaming? Really, really good video of, God damn it, like, all the games that Valve just decides to cancel, even though they're basically complete, and it's a non-stop thing of, like, so Gearbox, before they were complete shit, made the first expansion for Half-Life 1, Opposing Forces.
Okay.
And that's generally what made Gearbox an actual studio, was them making those expansions, because they did that. Then they made Blue Shift, which technically wasn't supposed to be an expansion, but it became an expansion. It was supposed to be the Dreamcast port of Half-Life 1.
Really?
Yeah, and because like, hey, and at that point, Half-Life 1 was now 3-4 years old. So they're just like, well, we don't want to just port Half-Life 1. Let's port Half-Life 1 and make a bonus campaign. And so yeah, they worked on it. They got it up and running, and then Valve was just like, yeah, that Dreamcast sure isn't selling anymore. So let's not, go through the effort of printing discs and shit for Dreamcast, because who's going to buy it? But we have this whole campaign, making an expansion on the PC! And so that's where they released Blue Shift. But then, yeah, there was Half-Life Decay, which, yeah, that was just Valve's thing of, because Half-Life Decay is the expansion they made for the PlayStation 2 version of Half-Life 1. Because for whatever reason, anytime it was ported to a console, it was like, let's also make a mini campaign, so that way that, has some added value. And that was a split-screen co-op campaign for Half-Life 1.
Okay. Neat.
Yeah.
But okay.
And it didn't go to PC, even though it was ready to go to PC. Valve just went like, yeah, don't do it. So you've got Steam already, we could just sell it digitally. It's a finished, don't do it. And yes, people have recovered bits and pieces of it and like put it together, so fans have put it together on PC. Then there was all the Half-Life 2 spin-offs that they were going to make.
Oh, we're in Manhattan.
What is your
Oh, yeah.
situation?
I could tell by all the trash.
I can tell by all of the green people.
Yeah.
Very well.
By all the scummy degenerates running around screaming languages I don't understand.
Before the orcs can...
Cockney.
Oh, I thought you were going with Hebrew. Thought we were going to go full Harry Potter with this.
No. But yeah, so what's it? Warren Spector, the guy who made Deus Ex, his studio. I can't remember what it's called.
His new one?
Or
is it like the original?
The new one he made after Deus Ex.
Oh,
the one that made Epic Mickey. I can't remember what the fuck it's called.
Oh, I don't remember.
Yeah, but his studio, like, when he first started, it wasn't financially doing well, and so Valve's like, hey, you want to make an expansion of Half-Life 2? Yeah. Okay, we'll make an expansion for Half-Life 2. And they said like 70% done, and because of that deal, like, one, they were able to stay afloat. But yeah, they got 70% done with the expansion, and then one day, they just got a letter, not even a phone call.
I don't like this.
It's fine. They got a
Is this where
letter.
you fight the gunship? No,
that's
gunship's on the
later.
train.
Yeah. They got a letter
Guess I'm going
from
back
Valve
to the DM.
just said like, yeah, just stop working on that. We canceled the deal. And they're like, why? Like, because they're like, every week we were sending a build off to Valve. Like, we love it, great. We love it, great. And then one day they just receive a letter in the mail like, yeah, don't do it anymore. Stop it. Put it on a shelf. We don't want it anymore. And they're like, okay. And at that point, they'd financially stabilized enough that, yeah, when Disney bought them out, they like, okay, make Epic make it. And that they're still around today. So it's like, because of Half-Life 2, they were able to persist. And then it was same thing for Arcane. Arcane was conscripted to make a Half-Life 2 expansion that takes place in the zombie city of Ravenholm, where you get to see Father Grigori, the madman who runs around the place screaming scriptures at you in Half-Life 2. You get to see him before he went crazy. They made an almost complete thing to where they were showing gameplay of it, like cutscenes and things like that. And again, Valve just like, just don't finish it. Just fuck it. Throw it on a shelf somewhere. And Arcade's like, but we're like done. Like, it just needs polishing at this point. Nah, don't release it. Why?
I'm full of grenades, but sure.
Yeah, why not? Eat the whole box of grenades.
And then throw away
Yeah,
them.
exactly. Your Hungry Man dinner. But yeah, but then because they got that deal, they were able to stay afloat, and then they made Dishonored. So like, it's so weird.
Good job, Valve and all, but what the fuck?
Yes. How dare you quote the name Guliman? It's sacrilege.
Did the lieutenant not say these tracks went to the
But yeah, it's just weird.
I love that you call it Ghouliman.
Yeah, it's funny to say it, Guliman.
I mean, the fact that his last name is Rabute
Yes.
is stupid, and that's the correct pronunciation.
Yes, exactly.
Pisses me the fuck off, but I yes, it's funny, so I'm fine with it.
Yeah, it's a dumb name, so I'm just gonna have fun with
But
it.
that one, it just reminds me of Bethesda.
Yes.
Fuck
No,
you,
yeah,
Sergeant! That was
Sergeant, what's your name?
Deanne...
No?
Denny.
Denny.
You deserve that.
Uh-huh. But yeah, yes. In the case of Rubuchi, I know I'm saying it wrong. It's just fun to say it that way.
Yes. And
It's just,
again, I didn't say like, oh, I can't
Yeah.
believe you say that. I love that you say that.
I'm
What
just,
the
I'm
fuck?
saying
You were laying on the ground shooting me.
he was faking it.
He was like laying back on a lounge chair shooting me. Like that's commitment to the job. It's when you know you enjoy work, just sitting back like
Yeah.
shooting shit. Like, yeah, I get to shoot some space marines today. My life's good.
Yep. Life's good as a shooter, boy. What
What
else?
stops me?
There was a Half-Life like shooting gallery game they were gonna make for the HTC Vive because they wanted to make, in Valve's own words, the Wii Sports for the Vive, where they were just making a bunch of little mini games to kind of show off what the tech could be.
Well, I mean, we looked this up, but the whole Gabe thing talking about like,
right.
The whole reason I made the Steam Deck was because fuck all these people and not trying to create competition with Wii or with Switch.
Yeah.
Like, create portables, people. Sony, don't let your PSP die. Fucking make that shit. And that's why I made it, because fucking innovation. That's how we make it.
Yeah.
Fuck all of you. Such a dipshit, and I love him.
Mm-hmm. No, Gabe's always been a good boy. Yeah, there's that. Another, like, yeah, they went into, because they again, Digital Gaming is actually like a solid YouTube channel for content. They actually found a guy who, when Valve was switching offices,
I can't go in.
no, it smells like orc. It's heresy. When Valve was switching offices, they apparently had a room set up of like, whatever you don't want to take and you just want to like have thrown out, put it here. And a lot of concept artists just threw their art in that room. And one of the guys working there is just like, you don't want it anymore, right? Yeah. Well, I'm just going to take it because it looks cool. And so one guy just took
Fair
a
enough.
shit ton of concept art and eventually he didn't have space for it, and so he just kind of sold it off.
That's what I would have done. I would have bought it and just sold it.
Yeah. And so
As long as the company was
yeah, as long as they were, they were, because again, that was a room of just like whatever you want to go in the trash, because we're gonna get a big old dumpster to come pick all this crap up. And then that guy sold all the art in a nice book, and the guy who bought it, Digital Gaming, like talked to him, was like, "Yo, can we have some of that art?" And he's like, well, it costs a lot to scan everything." And Digital Gaming said, "Here's the money." So like, okay, I'll scan it
for that fucking channel.
Not only that, like as they're showing the art for like, oh, here's stuff for this game. There's they subtitle like never before seen art. So this is the first time.
How did I get in here if I just fell down?
Don't worry about it. Don't think.
Don't think. Just shoot. We Space Marine.
But not only that, but they end the video with like, by the way, here's a link to all the scanned art. It's free. It's out there. We footed the bill to scan it. It's out there for anyone to consume and view and do whatever they want with. Because
that's amazing.
Because again, they're all about preserving video game history. Like that is what they do as a channel, and it's like they put their money where their mouth is. I very much appreciate it. But yeah, they talked to some of the former Portal people. Well, one's still working there, one has retired from Valve. But just them talking about, and they even like got onto the question of like, so why does Valve never make a third game in any series? And yeah, the meme has always been Half-Life 3, but Portal 3, Left 4 Dead 3, Team Fortress 3, like none of them have come to fruition. And he asked him like, why is that the case? And the guy actually was like, you gotta understand, it's the way Valve works as a development. Someone gets an idea for a new IP. Everyone gets all excited. We all get in, we build that new IP, we make that game, and it's Left 4 Dead 1, whatever. We'll just say, Left 4 Dead 1.
Yeah.
We release Left 4 Dead 1, and everybody likes it. We're happy with what. Oopsie.
I tried to grab him too early because
Yeah.
I had done that to the one behind him.
Yeah. And so, we get Left 4 Dead 1 out, and it's out the doors, and it's critical acclaim, people like it. We're proud of what we made, but then there's that pile of unused ideas, unused content, things that after the game's out there, we see people playing the game and like, oh, we could have done that better. And so now there's the realization of like what we could have done better and what we could fix. So now there's motivation to make the second game, which is to outdo ourselves. And so we make the second game. We outdo ourselves. We smooth out all the wrinkles that we didn't notice before.
Oh, fuck you.
Stun wore off the last second.
I'm going to kill you this way.
And so we make Half-Life 2 or Left 4 Dead 2, and that comes out and it's critical acclaim and everybody's loved it and we're happy with it. And then people, as the audience, gets bored with Left 4 Dead 2 and they want the new Left 4 Dead.
But they've already perfected their
idea. We're happy. Yes, we've considered.
That's fair.
Yeah, we've made the best version of what we wanted to make. And so he's like, that's probably the reason why you don't get a third game from any of your series that you want. It's because we've done what we wanted to do. And so we just kind of, again, he talked about, because they have the whole, organic team building thing involved. And like, because of that, we have this general thing of like, maybe someone does get excited about making the third game in a series, but the only time that game's going to get made is when it's convenient, because we have a general it's considered bad form to go to another team that's formed on its own and be like, yo, I'm making Half-Life 3, come to my team, and I start poaching talent from this team who's making something original.
Yeah,
that's a good way of making everyone in the office hate you.
Yeah. And
so he's like, that's why a lot of our basically, that's why Half-Life Alyx ended up happening, was enough people... Yeah, the big cannon up there. Enough people weren't working on things that when it was time to make something Half-Life again...
Shut up your arm, now you can't use that cannon.
Let's go, buddy Orc.
Back here. Oh, I killed you.
I think they shot him right when you charged into him.
Wait, why am I using bolt pistol?
But yeah, it's a good again. Did you know gaming does good shit? I really like the channel.
It is a good one to do.
Yeah.
Is this really the pistol version? Oh no, it's just the full cannon.
Yeah. Just a pinch heat. But
I remember dying at this part a lot.
I remember a similar thing.
Or, no, there you go.
But yeah, it's good thing. And then the last on my notes. So this is something I saw last
Oh, yeah,
night.
it's fucking me up. It's fucking me up. It's fucking me up. I can't shoot right there, and it's just sitting there killing me. Oh, okay.
Can you activate the bullet time fury and zoom in with that?
No, you can't activate it on
Mounted guns.
mounted guns. I just need to exit and then roll away while it's... Oh, that works.
Oh, except
Except
the
that
club
he
to the
can
face.
one-shot me,
Yeah.
yes. And we're fucking run on your body.
So yeah.
That's a train on me. Oh,
Oh, that was recently. Oh, hi. Sorry, we didn't catch you in the chat.
I am playing video games, so I can't look at chat.
Yeah, I
John,
was
do your job.
I was filling the air with dialogue.
You were, and I enjoyed it. So, hello, person. I can't read names while playing. Informed that there's person in chat.
The PC game show was a hot mess. It crashed twice and announced nothing special. Ew.
Good.
Yeah, PC game show has always been a very iffy of the E3 shows. So I'm not that surprised that, especially without the, like, E3 would have forced them to get their shit together, and without the E3 deadline, it's just like, alright, well, release it when we release it. So
Get back.
I'm not that surprised that it was a little more shitty than usual. But something I saw last night was
I pushed B to exit already. Thank you.
haven't sent the boys to fail. So this guy, a screenwriter who works with Disney for the most part, has had a insider at Disney who leaks information to him, and he then leaks it publicly and never discloses who it is. Supposedly it's either just an office drone that works with the higher ups, or it's either one of the big stockholders who's just pissed off at the company. Because he keeps releasing shit of like that Disney doesn't want you to know about. And he just recently released that Disney's in a bit of a pickle right now, where... Oh, Payday 3 got announced? Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't see that. I got Payday 2 and I never played it.
It was just free on Epic, so I
Okay.
now also have it.
Yeah, we should try it sometime. It's always one of those things I would have liked to play, but I wanted to play it with somebody. Oh, yeah, okay. You're trying to shoot the plasma gun. Don't shoot me! Run away!
I gotta charge it. I'm not sure how to fire it. I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, take the hits, Leandros. Too late.
Yeah, I missed it. Again.
New Fable got announced?
Oh, what? I didn't see
Yeah.
that one.
Yeah.
I would actually be interested in that. Maybe. 3 was such utter garbage that...
It wasn't garbage.
It was unfinished.
It was definitely bad compared to 2. And 1.
1 is still probably my favorite in terms of, like, just tomfoolery.
Yes. I like 2 more as a concept. To me, 2 felt more like its own identity. 1 felt more like a generic fantasy
Yes.
narrative, where 2 felt like this was
The
their
world
story.
was realized
Yes.
in 2.
Yeah.
sure how many times we gotta do this, but.
Let me bring that up. Yeah, I know they showed off Starfield a bit.
Exit. Thank you. You know what?
Able a new beginning for the legendary franchise. Yeah, it's just Fable. Was it a remake of Fable 1? New Obsidian RPG, Avowed got revealed. Okay, Obsidian makes good shit. I'm always happy to hear from Obsidian.
Finally.
Oh, well, dude, Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 got showed off. Hell yeah.
I mean, yay.
Oh, wow. Hellblade 2.
Oh, what?
Sinuous Saga. Yeah.
Yes,
Sweet.
yes. We were just talking about this.
Okay, that's something to get excited about. Yeah, we liked Hellblade 1 quite a bit.
Suck it, Amy.
I just skimmed through
Any
the...
new ones? Nope, you're just overhead. Yep.
Yeah, nothing shown off in the trailer, really. Just her walking around being crazy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Crazy.
But that's all I want from a new
Yes,
Hellblade.
I just need that. This is stupid.
Okay, it is a reboot of Fabled 1.
Okay, cool. I finally killed it.
Okay.
That was annoying.
Yeah, I mean, boss fights are annoying in this game, period. None of them are great.
Yeah.
Let's see. Towerborn. Oh. Changing World. 2D side scrolly looking RPG fighting game? Okay. 33 Immortals.
And is this the one that crashed? Is
No,
what you're
this
looking up right
is
now?
the Xbox one.
Okay.
The PC game show
Okay.
was the one that fell apart, apparently. Dungeons of Hinterberg.
I've seen bits on that,
I've
and
never
it
seen
looks fine.
Justin. A puzzle game.
Oh yeah,
Infinite Realm.
yeah.
We really need to play one of
We
those
really,
games.
really do. What are the Yakuza games?
Yeah, Yakuza or
I've
like
never
a
played them.
yeah.
I know friends that we
Yeah.
could play the RPG one.
Whatever. We know they're weird, funny games, and
Yes.
that's what we like. So we should play one of those at some point. Yeah, Payday 3 reveal, Persona Tactics. Yeah, I saw the Star Wars Outlaw. Still leaks deep. Xbox Series X. Yeah, well, Microsoft tends to have a really good showing at E3.
Cyberpunk
Expansion, I
expansion.
think.
Good.
Phantom Liberty.
Good for them.
Yeah, they're slowly hitting.
They've fixed a lot of the game.
Yes, they're getting to the No Man's Sky position
Yeah.
of like it's finally a finished game. It's not quite there.
I will never buy one of their games on release ever again.
Yes, but I want to trust them again.
But I want to believe.
Yeah, and yeah, Fallout 76 expansion. Don't care.
Overwatch 2, which is
Yeah,
not Overwatch
no.
2, it's Overwatch 1.
No, it's just Overwatch now, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for pointing a lot of this stuff out.
Yeah.
I tried to skim the video game news and I didn't catch any of this.
You know, I'm down for... Honestly, all of that news was way better than most of the...
The E3-esque stuff we talked
Yeah.
about.
I'd be down for Keanu and Ibris to be together. I generally like Idris Elba as a actor. He says some
yeah.
stupid stuff,
But that
but
doesn't matter.
otherwise
He's an actor.
He's an actor, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't expect him to be smart.
He's a face and a voice to fill a role.
Yeah.
That's what an actor is. I don't care what the dumb shit they say, as long as they just keep that out of the role.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, Idris Elba is a good
Yeah,
actor.
come
So,
here.
yeah.
I wanted to run up while it was going. Make it all cinematic and then turn around and the bridge is
Yeah,
already
dude,
down.
Hellblade, that's great.
Hey
That
guys. You bounced. And then there's the bolter that just I'm telling you, the bolter just isn't great in this game.
No. But it's better than what it was when they first showed it off.
Sure.
Like,
But the sound is just wrong. It's not great.
you also have to remember this. When did this game come out? 2012?
That's quite possible. It was 12, yes.
2011. So, think of all the games that bolters have been featured in since then that got it much better. Like, when this came out, everyone was like, "Oh, that feels right." And since then, bolters have just gotten heavier and
Boltery.
more boltery. So now this feels weak in comparison. I honestly haven't kept up with Starfield that much.
Which one's Starfield?
The Bethesda space RPG that they've been working. They've been
I always get that confused with the one that Obsidian released.
The Outer Wilds.
Yeah,
The
Outer Worlds.
Wilds is the puzzle, you know. Yeah. It's one of those things like it's a Bethesda. I don't have confidence that the game's going to be good until the player base mods it to be good.
That's yes.
So like I just
Accurate.
not that I think it's going to be inherently a bad game, but
I see you. Yes.
got it in time.
And then I can get another one right away.
Oh, I'm sure they've been working on Starfield forever, so of course they're going to want to like highlight it. And I'm sure there's going to be plenty of reasons it's good, but until I hear, dude, they mentioned that they're using the Gamebryo engine. That's my thing. If they're still using fucking Gamebryo,
I'm gonna get stuck. Okay, no, good.
because that's the same engine they've been using since Morrowind. They've been using the same goddamn engine for every game they've made since Morrowind. They just keep modifying it, but it's a buggy engine. And it leads to all the fucking glitches you see in Skyrim and Fallout and all that stuff.
I just no longer trust them and care.
That's what I mean. Like I keep hearing Starfield stuff. I don't pay attention to it though. If it comes out and it's good, great. I'm all for it. But I'm not gonna. You know, you're talking to
This
very
is
much.
how you play a Space Marine.
Yeah, you're talking to the anti-hype channel here.
Yeah.
Anytime it's just like, oh, but get excited for it. No, excite. You know, listen to many of the quotes of Space Marines where the first step to defeat is hope. Like that is genuinely one of the things the Space Marines will quote. And
I mean, they're not wrong.
they're not wrong. So
Dang. I mean, they're not wrong because of us.
yeah,
We're firm believers in not hoping for things.
yeah.
Yes. Now give me back my health because it's the number one way to defeat you. It's kind of annoying. Sorry about that, Sergeant. You've got red on you.
Mildly interested is a good way to try to see things. Yeah, never give in to the hype machine. The hype
Yeah.
machine is only there to manipulate you. Anytime anyone's talking, oh, get hyped for this, just tell them to shut up.
Just get violent with me.
Really? Yeah.
How dare you try to increase my joy in life?
Because it's not there to
Oh.
enjoy. It's there to manipulate you. That's all it ever is. That's all hype ever has been.
I'm hyped about dropping a plasma cannon on
Yeah.
the world.
Yeah, and now it's over.
And now it's over. And now I feel empty inside. Thanks, John.
Oh, yeah, is that one game? I think I've seen it before.
What? Survival horror Sesame?
Yeah, it's like Muppets and shit that like kill you as you like go through this thing in the PC game. I think I've seen that before. It's actually been like in development for a long time. Let's see, Muppet horror.
Pick up ammo. Pick up ammo. Get out of my way.
My Friendly Neighbor. Yeah.
I think I've seen this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been in early access for a while. To where I think that's it. Yeah.
Oh no, the Oomies is here.
I don't think I've even heard of the Dune MMO. Granted, I tend to not look at MMO news all that much.
I think I have actually.
Because
it
we're
was
old and MMOs are a time waster when you're old.
Yes. Oh, that's a box that I rolled into.
Yes, it is.
Hey guys, come here. I need help. Oh,
Nope, squig in your face.
those squigs are like the number one way I will die.
I can consistently remember the squigs always being the biggest fuck up. Yeah, Space Marine 2 does look cool.
I'm hyped.
Well-
There, I'm hyped.
I'm excited for. They can still fuck it up. Again, this...
3-player co-op gets me hard.
But that's... Every game's better with friends. That's all you're saying. And that's...
Yes, it's true, because
That doesn't mean it's going to be a good game inherently.
I agree with that.
And again...
I can have fun with dumb shit, though. You should know this by now. We play enough of it together.
You can't have fun with dumb shit all by yourself.
I masturbate, and that's pretty stupid.
That's just because you wear all the clown makeup when you do.
It's how my dad taught me.
It's family tradition.
We were supposed to go to clown college. That's how we lose people.
Yes. That is exactly what. That's the point where you click off the stream.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'm still here.
Yeah.
I'm for it. So anyway,
I thought it was just my family. But yeah.
we started the stream with talking about apparently this is a prequel to that.
So yeah, to Bolt Gun.
That's cool that they're doing that.
That's not a space marine.
Yellow ain't our color.
Gold is close. But no, Bolt Gun looks fun. I'm in no rush. I do not have a hunger for the boomer shooter right now, so I won't be picking up anytime soon. But the moment that thing goes on sale, hell yeah.
It's cheap too. It's like $20.
Yeah, it's only $20.
Which
Dad went to clown college to juggle balls, and now I'm gay.
Happy Pride Month.
But yeah. Well, as soon as Bolt Gun is discounted even slightly.
We despite the fact I have plenty of money, and it has to be like close to $10 for me to be interested in a lot of stuff now.
Yeah.
I've been burned by too much stuff to where I can't.
Well, we also recognize, like, we don't play games as much as we used to, so just buying a bunch of games at full price and never touching them.
Very fair.
And
I
so-
have too many games in my library.
Exactly, same. I've got games I've never touched sitting in my Steam library. But if I can buy a game for $10 but never get around to playing it, I don't feel like I got burned.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you
Done,
were
we're off.
not on you though. Completely pointless to do that right now. 'Cause
No,
I'm
but
already
it's
full
fun.
health.
It feels
There's a
good.
dude in the box. Leandros.
Don't make him come
There's
out.
a dude in the box. Yeah, I see your dick is in the box.
It's Pride Month. Don't make him come out.
Oh, fair.
He'll come out when he wants to.
Fair. No, I'm over it. We're walking away, Leandros. I mean that. That almost worked out. That actually kind of worked out. Playing Deathwing with Andrew. You feel like a Terminator until you get in melee. And it just becomes like, oh, this is cool. Big old heavy guns. I'm walking like I'm a mobile tank. Like, oh, rockets. Yeah, they can hurt, I guess. But machine guns, just walk forward. And then Tyranids happen. And then it's like, oh, I got hit twice. Then Psychers happen. Oh, yeah. The only reason I'm playing that game is because it was about $10. Or no, it was like $5.
Yeah, it was super cheap.
The lift is this way.
I was
Nani?
grown deep. Is
We are in
that's a Realms Deep is a publisher that's going to be doing another show for this year. Lots of small indie games.
Are they going to take notes out of the
What,
Devolver's notebook?
Probably best not to chase Devolver. Let them do their thing.
Yes, I now have Power Axe.
An entire horde. Antioch, hold the lift. We have orcs inbound.
Oh no, orcs inbound. Okay, that should really hit other people. The flourishes that look like they would do so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, small indie showcase. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the Realms Deep showcase. But yeah, indie stuff is usually where you can find some of the better games.
Yeah.
So I'm up for it.
I'm still looking forward to, and I did not see any news on it, the Nightingale game. I think that's my biggest...
Oh, right.
'Cause I just checked out my Steam list the other day. My wish list
of
games that I'll probably never care about, in truth.
Yeah.
I hoped for a second. But yeah, just looking at that game again, I'm like, yeah, it's gonna be a few years, because even when it's slightly released, I'm gonna need it to be a little bit out of early access stupidity. I don't care if it's a word. How do we go to that spot? Up there.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things they kind of messed up on this game. That orcs are almost the most, like, the largest threat they pose to you is when they're shooting at you.
Yes.
Like outside of a knob coming up and hit you in melee.
I'm really worried how part 2 is going to play out, because again, Tyranids melee focused and kind of...
they got plenty of shooty.
They got plenty of shooty, but I feel like once you get into melee with a bunch of, like, I guess gaunts and stuff aren't that
it's mostly
bad.
going to be all the termagants
But, like,
and the hormagaunts.
The warriors are going to be the same as the, like, big boys in here, which it's just going to feel odd to me, because I feel like it's not going to match. They're going to be a skin swap almost.
Possibly.
It's what I'm worried about.
Yeah.
Not that it is. What I'm worried about. To where I don't think that those armies should be that close to one another.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ,
I mean, that's...
Am I supposed to be moving down the...
I don't know.
map or something?
I haven't really paid enough attention to the gameplay to really, like, analyze it to see how... Does it actually play differently than this? Or...
It looks the same.
Okay.
But it's just... There's Tyranid, so I'm worried that that's going to be a thing. I pushed...
Yeah, I saw some of that Star Wars Outlaw game. I didn't look at it, though, like, what the actual gameplay is.
Ooh, that's death.
Is it going to be an open world game, or is it an actual
Yes.
narrative of some sort? Oh, yeah. Or have they just shown the cinematic trailer?
Probably cinematic trailer.
The lift is this way.
I think that this game would be slightly better for the type of gameplay that it is. Just give me invul during glory kills.
Yeah.
Because
I'm kind of surprised they didn't.
it feels like they should. Yes. And also, am I just supposed to run? No, this is just an arena.
Yeah, I didn't look into... Well, I'm not super familiar with Marathon. I know that's what, started Bungie before Halo, but... It's meh for me. I don't have that much care for it, so... Yeah, if they fuck it up, yeah, they fuck it up, but I'm not gonna shed a tear, because again, Marathon was something that I just didn't really know much about.
It was not a thing for me.
Yeah.
Mandalore Gaming, I think, does a few videos talking about it, and, like, really in-depth. And it seems like an interesting thing. I still don't know that I care. Get stuck.
Yeah. Thank you for pointing out many of the game announcements that we missed. Because Hellblade 2.
Hellblade
awesome.
2 is probably my...
That's
That
cool.
I will buy that at full price because of how much I liked the first one.
Yeah, and hopefully
Oh.
it doesn't fuck us over like Plague Tale 2.
Do not burn me like Plague Tale 2.
Yeah.
Swear. I wanted to love that game.
Well, we did until we did.
Yes, very
We
true.
were very much enthralled with it until it just said like, oh, by the way.
The whole like puzzle to get like the bracelet that's just an upgrade.
Yes,
I'm like, oh,
that was
whoa.
super endearing.
That's cool. You're adding stuff to this pretty linear style of game.
Just the Avowed, the Obsidian RPG that got announced, looks like their version of Skyrim.
Amazing.
Not that that's necessarily a bad thing, but I want Obsidian to do stricter linear narratives. I think that's when they work the best.
You know what? Why am I not doing this?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, speaking of Obsidian, apparently whoever was working on the port of KOTOR 2 for the Switch, whatever studio they got to do it, was actually going to restore the cut content,
Nice.
but then they just announced, no, we're not going to do it, which sucks. I really want that restored content, because KOTOR 2 I liked a lot, but you could tell it was rushed.
Yeah. That would have been awesome.
Fans have already
What about that for $1?
fans have already reconstructed a lot of the missing content.
I have not seen a lot about the new System Shock. Like, I played...
Yeah, same. Like,
Did
I
I play
hope it's
both
good.
System Shocks, or did I play only part 2?
Yes, Lord Drogon.
I think I played...
Not seen him for several days.
Was it System Shock 2 was the recent one?
no.
It's super old. Okay, then yes. Yeah, I think I only played part 2.
Yeah, I
Because I
know.
only know I played the old game.
Yeah.
But it wasn't, like,
Secure the most valuable assets.
I see.
With the facility and its
DOS-esque.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was definitely
All I can say for certain.
such an early shooter RPG that, like, yeah, it does not handle very well. I own it, and I keep telling myself play it at some point just to do it.
They're in my library, and I've tried to play them, but they are obtuse.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they're purposefully obtuse, which
Yeah.
is fine. I
I had a similar experience when, like, the new Deus Ex was coming out, and I'm like, I'm gonna play the old first, because I never played it, the original Deus Ex when it came out, and I found a game that I genuinely loved, and I'm pissed that I didn't play it when I was younger. And then I played Deus Ex Invisible War and went, that's okay, and then moved on. Because it is just okay. It is not the worst game ever, like so many people will tell you it is.
Well, that's the power of hype. When you had a game from your childhood that was brilliant, and then the next one comes out and it's like, this is fine, but because I wanted it to be better,
Yes.
it's garbage.
Well, it definitely falls short of the first game. It's not a...
Of course.
You know,
Otherwise, it would be a good game.
Yeah.
Indeed. We must find this Inquisitor and the Titan Invictus.
Okay. Yeah, from what I saw of the new System Shock, yeah, it looks like they were going for a genuine remaking the original game, not an interpretation remake.
Yeah, I
Which-
really hate that we have to clarify now.
Yeah,
Thanks, Final Fantasy VII.
they're not it's not a remake. Stop calling it that. It's not a technical remake. It's a sequel.
It's not even a reimagining. You have
No,
to
it's a
have
sequel.
presence of the first.
It's
I
a
need to not.
sequel.
I need to not. I will.
You have
I
to
will have a
accept
bad day if I keep talking about it.
You have to accept that it's a sequel, and that actually makes it better that you can forget it because now
Okay, that's just lights on it. I was looking at the top portion of the battery pack.
okay.
Because I'm painting my Thousand Suns right now. I was wondering if that's the part with the little holes
Oh right.
should be gold like that. I'm like, that looks kind of okay, but would I do that?
Mm-hmm.
I guess, yeah. No, it is gold on there. That's... Yeah. Yeah,
I mean, I just-
blue. Yeah, I don't know. Fuck the Smurfs.
But yes, the fact that Final Fantasy Remake isn't a remake, it's a sequel, means that
It doesn't matter.
it doesn't matter. Yes.
Because somebody else made a sequel to something that I like.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Cool.
It does not overwrite the original.
Good for you.
And and yes, anytime anyone says anything otherwise, you can slap them in the face and say, no, it's a sequel, and sequel doesn't matter. It's like the Star Wars sequels. It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Pretend like it doesn't exist.
They do not ruin the originals because the originals still exist in their
Exactly.
entirety. Did you hear about this recent rumor? Speaking of Star Wars,
I think I was about to just start talking about that, and we got sidetracked about,
how Disney's in trouble. Oh yeah,
Yep.
we
I was-
got into that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, because
Sidetrack on a sidetrack on a
yeah.
sidetrack.
So yes, the fact that Disney's in financial trouble.
Oh, I wonder why.
Yes, because of all sorts of dumb mistakes.
Let's keep
and-
remaking all of our movies and making them in a way that people go, my child wants to walk out.
Yeah.
I didn't want to see it in the first place,
Well,
but my child wants to walk out
Not
of the
only
theater.
that, but let's run a streaming site service with all our stuff. Nobody cares about our stuff, and nobody's signing up to it. So
Yeah.
we're paying for this infrastructure that isn't making money.
Let's plan out a bunch of movies because we own the IP
Let's
to them,
buy a bunch of IPs, and then
and then
mess
run them into the
up.
ground
Yep.
because we don't understand where the
And so
fans are.
apparently the new plan for Disney right now is they want to buy out Hulu and take ESPN and Disney Plus and combine it all into under one, and to make Hulu more valuable, and that way they have a direct competitor with Netflix and everything else. By
Work
putting
the
it-
shaft, Leandros.
You're good at it, you bitch. And so, but the problem is while Disney owns a majority in Hulu, NBC owns the next largest share, and NBC is and so like, okay, well, NBC says I consider the value of my share 3 times its value of on the stock market.
Yes.
And then you're like, you can't do that. And like, but
Yes,
we
you can.
can. So they're currently
You don't have to sell.
Yes. Well, they're currently in arbitration, so they're getting a third party to evaluate the value of
And
the stock.
also, Disney, stop thinking that you can own everything.
Yes. But so because they want to buy that, they need cash, and they don't actually have that much in liquid assets right
Yes.
now. And so supposedly they're looking to sell the Star Wars IP to a willing buyer. And rumors say that there is a buyer. They haven't started writing any deals or forming anything, but they've established someone's interested, and it's specifically a someone, not a corporation, not an entity. And all signs point to that being George Lucas.
You said that wrong. George motherfucking Lucas
Wants
enters the ring.
Yes. Wants to buy Star Wars back from Disney. And the guy I was watching who was going through this said, like, now this sounds ridiculous because he's the one who sold it. And so why would he buy it back?
Because they've devalued it, so he'll earn money out of it.
And that's the thing. He's like, here's the thing. This already happened. Back in early 2000s, Disney bought out Fox. And with that, they bought out Fox Kids. And with that, they bought the license to Power Rangers. They bought... So, Saban, the guy who created Power Rangers, got like $1 billion out of
Is
the
it
deal.
one person or is it a company?
It's his company.
It's his company.
yes.
Okay, Saban is a person.
Is a person, yes.
I thought that was just the company
He's
name
like
for a while.
an
Okay.
Italian guy or something. I can't remember what exactly.
Buying stupid shit from Japan and putting it in everywhere else.
Yeah, he's the one who came up with the idea of what if we buy, B-roll footage from Japanese shows, film some, teenagers, air quote teenagers, in America, and just repackage it as a new show, and made gangbusters off that. So yeah, he sold that to them. He got $1 billion or something close to it from the deal, and then Disney ran Power Rangers into the fucking ground, and he bought it back for $43 million. Yeah. So he made, and then he started making good Power Rangers content with it and made more money off of it. Because the guy was watching was like, look, here's a fucking Power Rangers fighting game that came out a few years ago, and sweet, you actually can call in. You're the Power Rangers fighting the guys. One of your attack is to bring a Megazord in to step on the enemy.
Hell yeah.
And the same thing goes for if you're playing like one of the, Rita Repulsor or whatever. They can bring their monsters to come in and step on the Power Rangers and like punch down at them. So you're just playing a normal fighting game, but giant shit will come in and punch the other character. I'm like, that's fun. That's a great idea. But yeah,
and I'm sure it was just some other game that they reskinned.
Oh, for sure. But so yes, this is
my MO.
So this has happened before, and the guy of course brought up
game over. Dang it! I wanted to shoot him.
Too bad. Could end the game early, but too bad. Because he brought up like the quotes from George Lucas, where he's like, "Yeah, when I sold Star Wars, I told myself not to. I said it was the worst decision ever. You're selling your children. You're selling your children to white slavers." Mm-hmm. Genuinely, that's what George Lucas said about the situation. He's like, but I did it, because I just wanted to move on. But now he's sitting there like, get it back cheap, plus I keep all the money I got from the deal, and then I could just make good Star Wars, and then I can make fun of the bad Star Wars.
Yeah.
With my good Star Wars.
Okay, so...
Supposedly good.
Supposedly.
Yes, because again, he made the prequels.
Don't go back and watch them. Just looking at the actual game for a second.
Yes, the game. Yes,
the Inquisitor here.
Yeah.
I never noticed this on my first playthrough, maybe because I didn't know shit about 40K at the time. His insignia being like his body being beat up. Like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
That's the world. But the insignia on his chest, the thing that's supposed to actually that's their badge of honor, is torn in half from the get-go. Is amazing. Yeah. Like, he always seemed like a bad guy, even then. But, now it's just it's stupid obvious.
Oh, yeah. But, yes, it's because, he does say, I got roughed up, by the orcs. But, yes, it's definitely metaphorical for, I am not for the Imperium. Haha, I'm evil.
How dare you, sir? He's my foot.
That's a weird foot. Let's still have that open.
Okay. So he just walks in and is firing his gun. Oh.
I just want to look up the name of that orc.
Oh, right. We were talking about that way earlier.
Yeah. Space.
The
Grimskull.
Grimskull, okay.
That's what the war boss is called. War boss Grimskull.
Yeah, Gaskell Thraka. Which one did you say earlier? Because I know it was one.
Gorguts. That's definitely the Dawn of War guy.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sneaky Gorgus who always has an escape plan. the one character that is consistently in every Dawn of War 1 expansion. Because he always has an escape plan.
Look, my foot is on my vision.
Yeah, I like the look of this orc, but yeah, he's just an orc war boss. He's
not big enough to be a threatening orc war boss.
Yeah, they made him bigger than it would be Gaskell's size, and that just gets into...
I feel like he's barely bigger than, the
normal knobs.
The knobs coming at me.
That's a war boss.
A war boss in power armor, yeah.
Yeah. But he's not even power
armor. Or a knob in power armor is...
Yeah.
It is basically a war boss. Fuck works. I've never been interested in orcs.
Oh, that was my first choice when we were gonna start playing 40k, but Nathan already had an orc army.
I like that they're kind of dumb.
Here's plasma pistol.
There's plasma pistol. Okay. Okay, so I have to be quick about it. Because I think the other one, when I was trying to fire, if I don't, like, flick it, it seems like it goes into the charge and it wasn't firing then.
Okay.
Or the other one's just weird.
And yeah, we're close to done on time for this game, but I think
Okay.
we are about to get the MacGuffin, so go till that.
Yeah. Looking at how long I'd played before for... it was only, like, 2.7 hours.
Yeah, just a bit over 2
So,
hours.
like, I've been playing decently well, aside from the...
Mhm.
No, I was supposed to hit something down there. Or is it
No,
up
it's
here?
up
No,
on
it's up
the
here.
walkway. Oh, time for the weird, boys.
Give him a proper greeting. Oh, no, it's time for Shield Boys.
No. Oh, you gotta charge it.
I don't know. I'm just going to. Okay. I don't know what you're trying to teach me there.
I
but
think it is. Yeah, you have to hit them with the charge shot, and then it stuns. and
Oh,
then-
because it knocks.
Yeah, and then you go beat him up. It just, yeah, with that first shot, you were close to him, so he shield bashed right when it blew up, so it didn't count as stunning him.
Hmm. Oh, that's death. I want to get my little bit of health back, even though it don't matter. Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Uh-oh, you did.
I'm like, I thought I hit it. Stop walking weird.
No, I'm evil. I mean, to be honest, this whole game is everyone walking weird. Orcs hobble around, Space Marines have, like, full diapers.
Yeah.
And Guardsmen don't walk. They stand and then die.
Yes.
So, yeah.
There was one female guardsman at the beginning that was walking with us, which
Yes,
if this
Myra.
game has anything, where was I going with this? If the theming
How is
of
that
the-
going to be sexist with this?
Yes, exactly that. Yeah. No, you know me too well, John.
Yes.
I was going to say that she probably has a Jessica Rabbit walk. You like go back and she totally does, just like fucking like hip,
Oh,
hip,
yeah.
hip, hip,
Sachet.
hip, hip, hip. Do you think so? That actually came up as a vine like yesterday, and I'm like, really? I keep referencing this. Phone, stop listening. This is too close. This is too close to correct. Oh, I can switch back to Power Axe.
Oh, sweet.
I'm gonna swap my Power Axe for Power Axe.
Good call.
I got a Power Axe. I'm gonna pick up some ammo.
Yep.
I'm gonna pick up some ammo. Bye.
He's going to the
Have a
console.
beautiful time.
Brothers, guard the access points.
You're at the halfway point of a Dark Tide mission. He's at the console. Protect him so he doesn't get swarmed.
Jump down here and do stuff. Enter the battle arena and then do the battle arena stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, are we gonna do the battle arena stuff now?
Not yet. You have to get the MacGuffin first.
There. The primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
Alarm. Xenos detected.
Seize the power source.
Captain, the war boss.
Don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but
Yeah,
I did it.
Yeah.
Whoopsies.
Yeah, might be just Fury on them.
Skins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
Granted, you have Gretchen all over you to get free health.
Oh! I hit the button on him instead.
Power pouring through.
There we go. Give me full health. You knob.
I get it.
Called him a penis monster.
Now,
Woo.
head over to the servitor station and
Supposed to be
activate
firing you?
Nah, he just keeps shooting.
the power
He
source and get it into its
don't think
canister.
we fight him here. I
No.
want-
It's not until later. I haven't fought him. And I know.
No, I know, but I think there's 2 fights with them in the game. But I might be mixing them up with Bane and Arkham Asylum. It's the exact same fight at games that were released like right at the same time-ish. And I was kind of like,
Well, that worked.
why, what? Yeah, beat him with his own shield.
Yes!
I was really disappointed that 2 of the same basic bitch boss fights were in 2 different games. And what would otherwise be really fun games.
Sure, I don't care if it's done. I'm gonna activate.
Yeah.
That's a bad servitor. It's too robotic. I want more
Yeah.
human parts.
It could be that it's wearing. There could be a flesh thing inside it. Like
Sure.
that's to stop, radiation from killing it.
I'm sure that's it. I would rather it be.
Oh sure, you'd rather see a pathetic limp human body being like,
Kill
"Please,
me."
please kill me, oh dear, oh me.
I wasn't even a bad person. I just was a little weak, so I couldn't be a guardsman.
I coughed once and they put me in here.
I didn't say Emperor bless you.
Yeah. Get the power source.
Wah, 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 wah.
And when this all collapses.
He is evil. He's torched the chaos. Leandros,
Yeah.
you spent way too much time with orcs.
He torched the chaos and didn't grow on. Must be evil. Well, what if he did grow on? Still be evil.
Very evil. What? So what wouldn't be evil?
Don't touch the chaos. But that was our mission. Too bad. There we
Sucks
go.
to suck.
Sidonus.
Saving
Yeah.
content. Please do not turn off. Reload. Well, that's
Yeah, gotta. So yeah, we'll take a break. That's it for Space Marine now. We'll be back with Crimson Skies in a sec. So hang on, enjoy the BRB.